Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. Today we're going to be doing a review of Albion Online. It's a free-to-play medieval fantasy MMO developed by Sandbox Interactive back in 2017. Albion Online boasts an open-world playstyle where you can write your own destiny. You can change classes by equipping different weapons and armor, all of which are player-crafted. In fact, the entire economy is player-driven, but third-party gold selling does seem to be a big problem, despite the game's attempts to address it. In all the reviews I've read, most of them seem favorable, but when you dig a little deeper, they're actually a little bit more mixed. Gamers who love PvP will generally be more favorable to this game, as it caters to that subset of gamers, whereas cooperative or PvEers are probably less likely to enjoy the game. The game has many of the same problems that plague other forced PvP games such as EVE Online and New World, where you're forced to pay for protection or simply get farmed and exploited by ganker squads. Online harassment seems to be a problem as well, according to many of the reviews that I read, due to players paying in-game currency or even real-world money to put bounties on other players and have them camped and harassed. In fairness, though, I'm going to create a character and we're going to give it a go, just to see for myself what it's all about and kind of give you a chance to see the gameplay and the community for yourselves. So with all that background aside, let's jump into Albion Online and see whether the naysayers are right or just complaining. We're going to go ahead and launch it here. And there's a little intro video that you'll be able to see, so I'm going to go live for that and you'll see what it's about. There we go. It's loading in. It's got the easy anti-cheat that it needs to finish loading. Perfect.
After 1,000 years, the mists have finally cleared to reveal Albion, the land of myth and magic beyond the sea. Back in the old world, a king who rules with an iron hand longs for Albion's riches. He summons adventurers to claim the land, hoping to escape their grim lives. Many follow, dreaming of a bright future in Albion. But the journey across the sea is long and dangerous. And only the most daring cross successfully. Those who make it arrive at the shores of this magical land, from where they immediately begin to craft, trade, and conquer. You are among these adventurers. Head out and forge your own destiny in Albion.
Interesting. I like the premise. It sounds like it has a lot of promise. Okay, so the loading times don't seem to be that long. Okay, and I created a character already here, but and I haven't played it yet, but I'm gonna show you the character creation here, and we'll give it a go. Okay, so it looks like they don't really seem to have a whole lot of options. It's pretty lacking, I think. A lot of these are cookie cutter characters. You can see some of the male characters here. Some of the female characters. Visually, they're not really that appealing, but maybe the game's going more for function over form, so we'll select one and we'll go to the next screen, and you can see that the options for phases, I mean, you just have a few presets that you can choose from. Of course, skin color, you can change that as well. But it's very limited on what you can do. They do have a few different hairstyles, but again, It's just your basic hairstyles, and it's very limited on what you can do. Different colors and basic accessories like what you start out wearing. You could definitely tell they cater more towards the PvP young male crowd. All these bikini accessories that you can have your characters wear if you're a female. Not a lot of widespread appeal there, and it seems pretty basic to me. But it is a free-to-play game, so you can't expect it to have, you know, like a Fallout 4 style character creation. You could also select different servers. You have the East and the West server. The East server is an Asian server. The West server is a North American server. So I have mine automatically set to the Albion West North American server. And we'll go ahead and launch my character, and I'm going to launch through the tutorial so we can take a look at this together and kind of get acclimated to the gameplay. The first thing I noticed about this game right off the bat is the graphics look like something that was made in the early 2000s. I mean, I'm talking about like early launch World of Warcraft type graphics, even a little bit more simplistic than that. And I'm not sure if that's on purpose or that's just lack of funding put into the graphic design of the game. But the movement here for the PC, it's just standard point and click for PC players. Now, I know this game does have cross-platform play, so you can play this on mobile or console. So I would assume that you could probably hook up a controller to your PC and play it through that.
Another survivor.
Okay, first steps. Mission finished. Another survivor. I'm glad you survived the attack unharmed. I wasn't so lucky I broke my arm when the explosion threw us overboard. I don't know what's happened to the others. Objectives. Find a way off the beach and talk to the survivor.
Need a hand?
Complete that. And he has a quest for me. Let's gauge our situation. The tower seems like a good lookout. Climb up there and find out what happened to our ship. So my objectives are climb the lighthouse, look for the ship, check the bridge for enemies, and return to the wounded crafter in the lighthouse.
Let's get this done.
Okay, and it looks like there are some quest markers here to help you figure out where you need to go. So we'll go all the way up to the top here. Go to the little quest marker. There we go. Okay, it looks like there's some enemies perhaps down here. Looks like this whole area was attacked. So we'll go back down the stairs. Use the spell on your boots by pressing the F button for sprint. Okay, let you run fast. Seems like it has a pretty long cooldown though, 30 seconds.
Good.
Okay, so the ship is stranded nearby, but the path is blocked by 4 bandits. They're probably heretics. Crazed and dangerous outlaws.
Need some
Complete
advice?
that. The heretics will curse the day they shot at us. You'll need a weapon, friend. I'm sure you can craft a crude sword. Bring me some logs and stone. Okay, so it looks like it's going to teach you how to do the crafting and gathering in this game. So, oh, it looks like you just click on the resource node, and it automatically automatically harvests it for you. Now, I didn't actually start out with any particular tools, so I would assume that just the basic materials that you can gather by hand, and then anything that's higher than that, like copper, iron, tin, any of the higher order metals, any of the higher order woods or cloth, hide. You'll probably need to build your own tools to do that.
went
So
swimming.
take the materials back to him. Okay, hopefully you can hear me okay.
Yeah.
Let's see, give the resources to the blacksmith and he will help you craft your weapon. So I need to find a blacksmith, craft a beginner's broadsword, open my inventory by pressing the glowing button, equip my sword, select a spell to put on my sword, and then return to the wounded crafter. And for a reward, I will get a shield.
You can do this.
Okay, so this is the blacksmith over here. We'll talk to him.
It's a lovely day.
The beginner's broadsword. I'm going to need 6 rough stone and 6 rough logs. I just so happen to have both of those things. So we'll click on the sword, and we'll click the craft button.
Sure.
Now I can find it in my inventory by pushing the I button for inventory. Okay. And right-clicking automatically equips items. So we'll right-click on that, and that equipped it into my hand, my main hand. Now I can put one of these 2 spells on this sword. I can put Heroic Strike, that increases my move speed by 9% and attack speed by 12% for 6 seconds. Or I can put Heroic Cleave, which each heroic charge increases my move speed by 9 and attack speed by 12% for 6 seconds. So it looks like they're kind of very similar. This one here strikes the targeted enemy, dealing 116 physical damage. And this one here, swing your sword in a 6-meter radius, dealing 91 physical damage. Okay, so Heroic Strike looks like it's probably more of a, I don't know. I can't really tell the difference. I don't know enough about the combat system, but I'll go with Heroic Strike here because I need to select one or the other. Okay, so that'll do. Take my shield. You need it more than I do.
Need a hand?
So now I got a sword and board. And those heretics mess with the wrong crew. I'll have to give them a sound thrashing. So we're going to have to go raise the sword and board and give those heretics hell. So we're going to equip the shield as part of the objective. Then we're going to kill the enemies. And we're going to get to the ship and find the rest of the crew.
There is no time to waste.
Okay, so we will equip this sword and shield. There we go. And this is going to be my first foray into fighting in this game, so I'm not sure how it's going to play out. Okay, so it looks like left click allows you to just do a basic attack, and then you have a cooldown for your weapon attack that you can also do. Oh, looks like I found some loot. Mastery achieved, trainee finder. The Destiny board consists of nodes. Nodes show the progression and skills of your character. Unlock nodes by gaining fame. There is combat fame earned by defeating enemies. Defeat any enemies to gain fame. Okay. Gathering fame for gathering resources. Okay, so the more you gather, the more fame you can accumulate. And crafting fame for crafting items, weapons and armor. So refine any tier 2 resource to gain fame. Details can be viewed by selecting any node. Okay. Unlocking equipment and skills. You will unlock equipment and skills by fulfilling the requirements for the next level of the node. You can follow the progress of a specific node by toggling track. The progress of track nodes is displayed on the Destiny board tracker located in the top right corner of the HUD. Okay. That sounds pretty straightforward. Sounds fairly simple. So we're going to loot this beginner's mercenary's hood. And since I don't have a headpiece, we will equip that. Hopefully that'll help us out. Okay, so we're going to move on to get to the ship and find the rest of the crew. And this game does a really good job of pointing out where you need to go, at least in the tutorial area. It's very helpful and has everything highlighted, so you don't have to really dig too deep to try and figure out what to do next. It's pretty well defined for you. Okay, this is considered a tutorial area. If you're playing with friends, there might be a different tutorial area for them. Some interactions are blocked in the tutorial area. That makes sense. At the end, you'll be able to choose your starting point in Albion. You can use this as an opportunity to meet up with your new friends. Okay. So these must be all the new players that are playing right now. Interesting. Mr. Pickles. I like that. Okay, this is the in-game chat. Looks like just your basic global chat. Let's see. Oh, it looks like they're talking political stuff in the chat.
Those heretics, bloody good work.
Okay. Captain Tia wants me to turn this quest in, and then she wants me to repair the ship. So I need to go to the marketplace and buy a mount, and then find the wounded crafter. So let's see, where would the marketplace be? It looks like the little mini map down here has the circle highlighted where I need to go. So looks like maybe this guy here.
Welcome, friend.
You can sell and buy items. Once you leave the tutorial, marketplaces in the cities will be purely player driven. Okay, almost every item in Albion is player crafted. Use the search bar to look for specific items or the drop down menu to browse. Press the buy to obtain an item. Find the novice's mule in the marketplace and press buy to acquire the mount. Okay, here it is. So it's 3 silver, it looks like. Buy that mount. Buy 1 piece of novice's mule for 3 silver. Yes.
Got everything?
Okay, and then we will equip the mule. Yep. Done. Okay, now I gotta find the wounded crafter. And you can see he's highlighted over here. I like how the game does this, where it really helps you figure out where you need to go. That's a nice little touch for people that are not used to playing these types of games. So I need to go talk to him. Let's see, is it going to let me get over there? It's not really letting me get over that way. I'm not sure. He seems to be stuck at the moment. Let's wander over this way. I want to see if I can find... Oh, here. Okay, I can talk to this guy.
You handled yourself well, friend.
Thank you for your help. I never introduced myself properly. This is Crafter Silas. Okay, there's much to be done, but I'll help in any way I can.
One step at a time.
Let's get this started, shall we? Firstly, you need a pickaxe and an axe to gather higher tier resources. Go to the tool maker and find out what you need to craft the tools.
You know what to do.
That's pretty typical for most MMOs. So I'm not really surprised that that would be the case.
finest tools.
Okay, looks like I can craft. I'm going to need some more rough stone and probably some more logs to be able to do both of these.
Very well.
Let's go find. Oh, there's some rough stone right here. Oh, looks like there's a bunch of rough stone up here. It's pretty picked over, but there we go. We'll grab some basic resources. That should help.
At your service.
Okay, so we're going to grab a pickaxe. I'll have him craft one of those.
Careful now. Stay civilized.
Let's see, I need some more wood so that I can have him make an axe. There we go.
Good day.
Beginner's axe. Yes.
Splendid.
Okay, so we've now crafted a beginner's axe and a beginner's pickaxe. So, looks like we can swap out the pickaxe and the axe for our weapon. I'll grab another tree. There we go. I gotta talk to this guy here.
That was fast. Stay focused.
Okay, your map is a valuable ally out there. Learn to use it. You can tell which dangers you'll face, what sort of resources you'll find, and what the best escape route might be. Okay. So we'll open the mini-map by pressing the button. M is usually a map button for a world map in most games. Individual regions in Albion are called zones. Left click on a zone to open its local zone map. Okay, so we're in the Forgotten Woods. This is for the Cove. It's a safe region. You can find more detailed information about the selected area. Open the zone map, pressing the shortcut N. Okay, so M brings up a world map, and N brings up the zone map that you're in. Okay, safe regions, players can't attack you. Other regions have PvP rules. Number of players in the cluster and times for guild battles will also be listed in the zone information, as well as what resources can be found in a specific zone. And which resources are available will depend on the different biomes of each zone. So there are 5 biomes in Albion: swamp, forest, steppe, highland, and mountain. Okay. Resources found within the zone are displayed in the top right corner. So that's pretty standard.
Back already? Stick to the basics.
So far I'm not seeing a whole lot that I dislike, but we're still in the tutorial, so we really haven't touched on, you know, the gameplay yet. Gathering wood and hide. If we want to get the ship seaworthy, we need wood, leather, iron, and cloth for the repairs. So I need to go into the forest, find and gather birch logs, gather some rugged hide from foxes, and then return to the camp.
You got this.
And it looks like people are heading this way. I think this is the way I need to go. Yep, Forgotten Woods are up here. So let's head up this way and we'll take a look and see. Okay, this is a non-PvP zone. It says PvP combat is not allowed in this area. I think because this is still a tutorial area. Let's go kill a fox. Okay. So we're gonna harvest the hide. Grab some wood. And basically, once you left click on an enemy, it'll auto attack just basic attacks. And then you could throw out whatever other attacks that you've unlocked and learned. Very point and click. I think we've got quite a bit of hide now. So let's go find some birch logs. Looks like there's a tree. There's a tree. Yeah. They're kind of being inappropriate in the chat. They're talking about hookers and something I don't even know. Nothing more than running from a gank like a rat filled with fish. Okay. It's just super weird, and I kind of get what some of the reviews were saying about the community. They're also talking about trans issues and politics and I don't know. To me, it just seems like that kind of stuff doesn't belong in a game, you know? I get that it's important, but, you know, this is a game, and we really should be, you know, trying to keep it somewhat civil in here. Not bringing a bunch of politics into it. I think that's why a lot of us play these games, is to kind of get away from that stuff. Catch a little break. So I've gotten some materials now. Let's head back. I got some birch wood and I got some hide. I'm going to talk to Silas.
Well done.
Okay. Complete that quest. He now wants me to get some fiber and ore. Both can be found in the mountains. He's going to mark that on my map, so we're going to accept that quest. And it looks like the mountains are over this way. Okay. So we're going to head up. And it's going to take me to, it said, I missed what it said there. It said mountain fort. It's going to take me to a mountain fort. Okay. Recognizing resources. Copper ore can be recognized by the brown tinted crystals breaking through the ground. Ore of a higher tier can be identified by the number and the tint of the crystals. Cotton is a light brown leaf bush with white buds. Fiber flourishes close to other plants and water and can be identified by the color of the leaves. Well, that's nice that they show you, you know, and explain to you what you're looking for. So grab some cotton here. And it says my current weight, I'm at 24% of my current weight maximum. So it looks like your inventory is based on weight in this game. Grab some copper ore. Let's grab a few more pieces here. I always like to grab a little bit of extra materials just in case I need it. You just never know. Looks like I have a heroic strike and a mend wounds spell that I can use. So that'll be kind of cool. Okay, we're going to use our sprint to run back to Silas. Seems like there are a lot of new players in this game, so I'm not sure. Not sure what that's all about.
You've done this before, haven't you?
Okay, so we'll complete that
Stay
quest.
focused.
And he wants me to then refine my resources. I gotta refine my copper, the rugged hide, the birch logs, and the cotton. And then he wants me to bring those resources to the crane and then speak to the captain. And I will get a learning point out of that and a carrot soup.
On you go.
Okay. This looks like a smelter of some kind. So we're going to smelt our copper. Looks like you just left click on it. You can set the quantity. And just hit craft. And it automatically does it for you. Okay. This is highlighted. What is this?
What you want?
So there's a makeshift tanner. Okay, so I can do my leather here. Yep, it's already preset to do the most amount. There we go.
Nowhere to hide.
And what is this? This guy's the lumber mill guy. Okay, we'll make planks. Not too bad.
Oh,
And this would be the weaver, okay? They're gonna make some cloth. Okay. That's not too bad. Now, I mean, you could sit here in this beginning area because it doesn't cost anything to refine that stuff. You could just make all this, all the materials that you need, and then move on when you're full up on weight. But I kind of don't want to do that. That's probably what I would normally do. These types of games, I tend to pack rat my resources. But I want to show you guys the game, and I want to get through this tutorial so we can actually take a look at the game and see what it's really about. Because this all gives you an idea of how the gameplay is, but I don't think this is representative of what the game really is.
stick to the basics.
This is all just basic tutorial. There's no PvP here. You don't really have a whole lot of interaction with other players other than new players. So I really want to see what like the real game world is about. So we're going to give all of these refined materials here, and we'll turn that in, and then we will talk to the captain.
She floats again. The tides have turned.
Okay, we're going
It's
to turn
simple,
that
really.
in. And the captain has marked an enemy outpost on my map, and they want me to go there and look for plans, maps, and anything that might be useful. So it looks like this is where I'm really going to get into some combat to
Yes?
learn how to
Show them how.
fight. So we are going to head out. Okay. Now, learning points are displayed at the top of your destiny board. The line in the progress bar indicates the learning point threshold. Once the line is passed, learning points can be used. Using learning points will complete the node. This effectively cuts down the amount of fame needed to complete the node. Okay. Only a set number of learning points can be earned by completing daily activities. Okay. So we're going to head, according to the mini-map, I need to head in this direction. Use our sprint to run a little faster. Looks like I need to go that direction. Some of these guys might actually be going over there as well. Looks like I'm kind of following other people. Let's see. Wants me to go over here. So what is over here? Oops, stuff to attack. Okay. can. He's pretty heavily armored. He's taken a while to take out. Doing some damage on me too. There we go. So we're gonna use our rest and heal. He was I think he was armored. There we go. We'll pull up. So we're gonna keep poking around this outpost. You can auto attack by targeting an enemy and pressing the spacebar. Okay. You can also just left click on them too. Okay, we're gonna kill these guys. Yeah, it looks like they're kind of toxic in chat. They're being very negative in there, so that's something you guys might want to keep an eye on when you're on this game. Because if you really don't want to deal with that, you could probably go change the chat settings so you don't have to see people spam a bunch of garbage. That's really a shame. It's things like that that really bring a game down. Okay. Looks like this might be where I get my maps and stuff. So, yep. We stole the heroic map. Okay. Kill the heretics till I reach the learning point threshold of the trainee combat mode. Okay. So I guess I just gotta kill these guys. Looks like they're attacking someone else, but I can try to help him. Okay. So I just learned trainee fighter. So we're gonna take a look here, and I'll press learn to use my learning points. Am I sure I want to spend 1 learning point to learn trainee fighter level 1? Yes. Okay. I've mastered trainee fighter level 1. Learning points are limited to a set number per day. Use them wisely. Okay. So that's how they gatekeep, is they restrict the amount of learning points that you can spend in a day. Okay, so we're going to return to Captain Tia. We're going to head back out. Let's see, can I... Might as well grab some hide while I'm there. Fast travel here. Sprint. Sprint doesn't last very long, but it does make you move quite fast. Yeah, we'll grab some more hide. Yeah, might as well grab some more resources while I'm out here. Looks like there's quite a few resources you can grab. These big trees give you much more. There we go. We'll grab some more logs. And this is pretty much point and click, so you just click on it and then it does its own thing. Grab the last bit of wood from this tree. There we go. Oh, we can grab some birch while we're here too. Nice. Grab some more hide. Oh, I can't grab that. Looks like maybe because somebody else killed it. There's a countdown timer on it before it can be looted by other people. so you don't have to worry about people kill stealing your stuff. Whoever killed an item gets first crack at looting it. And then after a set amount of time, then it becomes fair game for anyone else. It's actually really useful. Grab some stone. I'm going to go up here again. I'm going to check this area and see. There was copper and I believe cotton up here. I'm going to grab some more and just refine it down. Maybe I'll be able to use it to make some better armor. This beginning area, you're going to be fighting a lot of people for resources. So. Grab some cotton. Grab some more copper. And it's taken up a bit of my inventory. You can see it up here in the corner. And I just hit trainee gatherer mastery. So I should be able to upgrade my gathering ability. And that, I believe, will probably give me access to making better tools to gather higher tiered resources. Let's grab some cotton. I think we've gathered quite a bit of resources here now. Starting to get full up on inventory space. And you can see the tasks up here, like, you know, gather cotton or better at 2,250. I'm at 40. 9,000. Do any activities, 9,000. I've done 815 fame worth of activities. Gather copper ore better. Kill creatures. So there's a tracker for all that stuff, for leveling up, leveling those things up. So let's see, grab some more cotton. Then I'm going to head back down. We'll talk to the captain. I should be getting close to the end of the tutorial. It's pretty much had me go through a lot of stuff. The only thing it really hasn't had me do is craft armor or weapons yet. I want to learn more about this weapon and armor crafting, since that's the primary way of getting new gear in this game. Okay, so we're going to go down here and talk to Captain Tia.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. So we'll turn this quest in.
What is it?
You are what you wear. You'll need to be more powerful to infiltrate that fort of theirs. Novice armor and weapons will make you stronger. There are some fine crafters and salesmen on the ship. Have a look around and see what they have to offer. I can go to the Warrior's Forge and see what I can craft, the Hunter's Lodge and see what I can craft, or the Mage's Tower and see what I can craft.
Come back when you're ready.
Okay, so you basic classes. See, where are they? They're going to be over here. This I think is the warrior dude. He's got swords. This is the Warrior's Forge. I can make plate armor and swords, shields. Okay. I'll take a look at the next one.
On the
This would
hunt.
be the Hunter's Lodge. Okay, I can make a bow, leather armor,
You make an excellent target.
and the Mage. A novice fire staff and a novice's tome of spells and cloth armor. Okay.
Running is an option.
So we will let's check out the Mage.
Elements on a stick.
Okay. So I need 16 birch planks to make the staff and 8 copper bars to make the staff. And then I need 4 cloth, it looks like, and 4 stiff leather to make the tome. I should have all of those materials already. So we're going to go ahead and we'll make a novice fire staff. And we're going to make a novice tome of spells. And then we'll pull up our inventory and we're going to take a look at what we got here. So I can equip the fire staff, and that'll give me access to flame blast and pyro blast. So we'll equip that, and then we'll equip the tome of spells, and that will give me a boost in my max energy and regeneration and a cast time modifier, so I'll be able to cast a little bit quicker that way. So we're going to go ahead and equip those. Okay, now I got to return to Captain Tia.
Found everything you need.
Okay, so we've got some new
It's simple, really.
weapons. From beginner to novice. Choose your weapons and armor wisely. You know how to gather resources and craft weapons. On your right, you can find the finest crafters that haven't made it to Albion yet. You can also just buy equipment from coin you make by selling items or killing enemies. So I can craft or buy tier 2 head, chest, and foot armor. I can buy or craft a tier 2 main hand or offhand weapon. And I need to equip all tier 2 gear before I head out.
Take your time.
So it looks like the staff that I created was considered a tier 2 staff, so I've already completed that. But now we need to make some armor. And since I went with a mage, I need to see what mage armor might be available. Let's see. This is the weapon dude. Where would the weaver be? Let's see if we can see a weaver somewhere around here. Who's he? What's he do?
What's broken?
That's a repair station, okay. And that's a weaver right there. I'm gonna refine this cotton into simple cloth because I might need that to make a set of armor.
Need something.
And it's the warrior dude, the hunter
Ready for the
dude.
wild?
These guys are all weapons people.
Hi.
Warrior's Forge. I don't see an armor smith or a place where I can do armor.
Buying or selling? My
I don't really
pleasure.
want to spend money unless I have to. So let's take another quick look and we'll see what we got here. Because I'd like to be able to make my armor myself.
Only the highest quality.
Okay, this is a tool maker. And let's see. Craft or buy tier 2 head armor. Let's see. Craft or buy tier 2 head armor. I can also just buy equipment. Well, these crafters let me make
Everything you need to control the
weapons, but they don't seem to have... Oh, here we go. I'm so stupid, I didn't even see that. Okay, yeah, there's a little thing there. It wasn't highlighted, so I didn't really see it. I wasn't sure what to look for. Okay, so I can make a novice scholar's cowl, a scholar's robe, and a scholar's sandals. So let's go ahead and make one of each.
Tricky but possible.
And we're going to
Abracadabra.
make robe, and then we'll make this
That's your work.
sandals. Awesome.
Don't stand in the
Now we'll go
fire.
down and we will equip all of that. Okay. We've fully equipped tier 2 gear and we are ready to head out. So we're going to complete this quest and I will get the novice's cape as a reward.
Yes.
Now, the next quest is Distraction. Plan. You will stir up some chaos, and we will sail right past their base. Slaughter a few men, set fire to their ammo storage. You know the drill. Light the signal fire when I'm done, and meet at the pier in the fort. Okay. So I gotta find the heretic fort in the mountains, create a distraction, create further chaos by setting fire to their ammo storage, call the ship by lighting a signal fire, get to the pier, and then head through the gate. And I will get 100 learning points as a reward
Let's do this.
for completing this. And that should be close to, if not the end of the tutorial. So we'll follow our little mini map here. It should take us where we need to go. Okay, so it looks like the fort's going to be up here on top of the mountain. So we'll head this way. So far the tutorial's been fairly straightforward. It hasn't been overly confusing, it's been pretty clear. It's actually got a lot of helpful things about it that I find a lot of games just don't have, which is nice. Okay, it looks like this might be the fort up here. We just need to find an entrance. Let's see if we can find a way in over here. Looks like this is the way in. And we'll test out some of these new spells that I have here. So, there we go. Okay, so it's a combination of the spell and, there we go. Gotta select the spell, for like the pyroblast. You select the spell, line it up, and then you left click to cast it. Okay. I'll let them fight those guys. We're gonna just head in. There we go. Killed some heretics. Oh, looks like they reset on me. Okay, we're gonna attack these guys. Doing some basic attacks. I need to kill 4 more heretics. What is that? Oh, that must be the ammo pile. I can't do anything with that yet until I've killed a few more people. So we'll come up here and we'll take a few of these guys out. Okay. Create further chaos by setting fire to the ammo storage. Yeah, there we go. Haha. Set that bitch on fire. Alright. And we're gonna fight our way over to this area here. I need to call the ship by lighting a signal fire. There we go. Let's see, where's the... Okay. Some light attacks on him. Gain 1,000 Allison fame from killing mobs. Okay, so you can actually complete a lot of little challenges like that just by playing. Take you out. And I'm sure you get more spells and whatnot as you progress through the game. Looks like it wants me to head this way. So we're going to head down here. Meet up with Tia to leave the island. Okay. And this is going to take me, I guess, end the tutorial quest?
Albion is waiting.
I owe you one. Talk to my navigator and he'll show you where we can take you onward to Albion. Talk to the first mate and pick a destination. Wow. Okay, let's talk to the first mate.
Welcome aboard.
I can choose a destination: the Swamp Cross, the Steppe Cross, the Highland Cross, the Forest Cross, or the Mountain Cross. I don't really know anything about this game, so I wouldn't really know where the best place to go is. It says the Swamp Cross has damp and dark, small swamp settlement, vast amounts of fiber, hide, and wood. Closest settlement to Thetford, the royal city of the swamp. The Steppe Cross says, proudly withstanding the heat of the steppe, the settlement is known for its hide, fiber, and ore. Closest settlement to Bridgewatch, the royal city of the steppe. The Highland Cross, a settlement on the rocky high plains of Albion. This area is known for huge stone, ore, and wood resources. Closest settlement to Martlock, the royal city of the Highlands. The Forest Cross, small settlement in the forest known for wood, hide, and stone resources. Closest settlement to Limhurst. And finally, the Mountain Cross, the Cold Mountain. This settlement is known for ore, stone, and fiber. Closest settlement to Fort Sterling, the royal city of the mountains. So you have different biomes you can choose from. I'm kind of thinking to myself that hide, fiber, and ore would be a good bet to make some armor and weapons. So we'll pick the Steppe Cross just randomly. It's also at the very bottom of the map. So that way as I spread out I would be able to actually kind of take a look at all the different areas.
Aye, aye.
So we'll choose that, and it looks like it's taking me into a loading. Okay, I have unclaimed rewards. Do I want to see them now? Yes. Okay, I got a reward for linking my Twitch account. And I got a registration reward for registering an account. Okay. So, let's see. I got a, looks like a tome of some kind here for registering. Any tradable items you accept now will drop or trash if you are killed. Are you sure you want to retrieve these items now? Any tradable items I accept now will drop or trash if I'm killed. Well, maybe I don't want to grab it then. That's kind of weird that I would lose it completely. The Tome of Insight grants combat fame to the gear you have equipped. Make sure to equip the desired gear before using it. Okay, so this is probably something I wouldn't want to use until I have a really good set of gear. So maybe I will just leave that in my mailbox. And this here, it says you've successfully linked your Albion account with a Twitch account and are now able to claim Twitch drops. Okay. Thank you for being a part of the Albion Online community. And this is a chest awarded for participation in the community. Opening it adds valuable rewards directly to my inventory. It's not tradable, so we'll take that. Oh, it says if I die, then I lose it. That's really not copacetic. We're going to take it anyway, because it's just a drop reward and I want to check it out. So let's see what it has here. A rare community chest. Can we use it? And it had a wardrobe skin, the navigator's coat, and a community token. Okay. The community token is earned by salvaging rewards from community chests and can be exchanged for other items. Okay, and the navigator's coat skin permanently unlocks the navigator's coat on this server. So we will unlock that because I want to have it permanently unlocked. That way if I die, I don't lose it. We have a cape here I can equip, it looks like. And what else do we got? What else do we got? Got some materials. Okay. So it looks like this has opened up a lot more options up here. There's a whole bunch of buttons at the top here that we can go through. And there's a quest I can turn in. So I'm going to take a quick break, guys, and grab a drink. And then when we come back, we're going to take a look at what all of these little buttons here do. And we're going to kind of poke around a little bit this beginning area now that we're out of the tutorial. And we'll see what is going on with that. So stay tuned, guys. I'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody, and thanks for sticking around. If you want to support more content on my channel, please follow to get notified when I go live. You can also help out the channel by subscribing. You can subscribe for $4.99 a month, or you get a free subscription if you're an Amazon Prime member that you can use on any Twitch channel. And it's a great way to help a small stream like this grow and expand the content we create. So now that we're back, let's take a look at, I'll turn in this quest here since I just arrived in Albion, and they want me to, it says the town's under the protection of the royals. They control the coast and the 5 great cities, Thetford, Lyndhurst, Bridgewatch, Martlock, and Fort Sterling. Travel too far inland and you'll have to fend for yourself. So I gotta go talk to the royal commander here. Across the step. Looks like he's over here. Royal Commander Bessett. Okay, so we're gonna talk to him. And he has some beginning quests for me when I first start out, and I just unlocked a free 3-day premium for starting my first quest in-game. Looks like characters can be upgraded to premium status. Upgraded characters benefit in a variety of ways. Faster game progression, higher yield of resources and rewards, the ability to use features that are not available to non-premium members. Okay, this is their way of giving you a little bit of a taste of what you can do in the game if you paid for a premium status. You can upgrade your character to premium by spending silver or gold on the premium status screen or buying premium packs in the store. So let's take a look at that because I'm always really leery about in-game stores that offer progression boosts. I see that as a form of pay to win, and it can be very detrimental to gamers that don't have a lot of extra resources to spend on their games. So it looks like you can buy some starter bundles, a knight bundle, a rogue bundle. You can buy currency. Yeah, we're not going to go there. Looks like they have different value bundles that you can purchase. Let's see, Dark Bang value bundle. Intimidate your foes with a sinister skin for the Swift Claw mount. Okay. An armored pony. Alright. Now these say skins, so I'm assuming that these are not pay-to-win features, but $20 for a mount just seems like a ridiculous amount of money to pay for something that you can probably earn some version of a pony or you know, like a dire boar just by playing the game. Let's see what else they have here. They have some stuff under premium. Your subscription is 7-day subscriptions, $5. 1 month is $16. That's actually pretty on par for most games for a 1 month. And then of course you get your discounts for doing more than a month at a time. And they have a lot of vanity stuff here, 26 different vanity items. Arcanist has a bunch of different skins. Rangers. One thing I did notice about this game, and I want to bring it up because it's kind of important to me at least. As a free-to-play game, they really kind of skimped out on the visuals. I get that it's free-to-play and all that, but if you look at a game like Lost Ark, which is also free-to-play, by far, hands down, it absolutely trounces this game visually. And this game has a very basic feel to it. It's like I said in the introduction, it's got a very early 2000s graphic feel to it. And I don't think, I'm hoping that was intentional, because if they just skimped out on the visuals to save money, then they're really doing a disservice to gamers today who've become accustomed to the higher quality graphics. And of course they have some featured stuff as well in the store. And then it looks like my premium status, it'll give you some information here about what you get with the premium status. An extra 30 learning points a day, 10,000 focus per day, 50% fame bonus, the ability to buy an island, 50% silver and loot from mobs, 50% gathering yield, 100% crop yield, 100% farming animal growth rate, reduced market tax, purchase for the first time and get 500 learning points and 30,000 focus up front. So, I mean, if you really want to pay to boost yourself, you could. It looks like you can also pay with in-game silver, but these prices just seem outrageous, like 17 million. I know just from the tutorial, I only got a couple of hundred silver, and I would assume that you probably aren't going to be earning millions of silver fairly readily, hand over fist. So, but it looks like you could, if you really wanted to do a grind, you might actually be able to grind your way into a premium status. It just seems like it would be a lot of work to do so. And you're going to be competing with people that are paying real world money, you know, that don't have to put in the grind, so they can actually get further ahead. You'll always be one step behind those people. So we're going to go to the first quest here. Welcome to Albion. Take a breather. You look a bit weary. Perhaps a nice walk would energize you. Wait, or what are you waiting for? Take a stroll. That's an order. So he wants me to just take a walk through the town. Probably just to get acclimated to the area, see what different things there are. You got your smelter, your weaver. Okay, we got your tannery. So it's a nice little quest that gets you acclimated to what's in this particular settlement. Toolmaker. Okay. Keep taking a stroll. We're gonna follow the stroll. What is this? Looks like some kind of a chest. What is it though? A bank. Oh. So that's like an open bank, I guess. And this is the marketplace up here where you can buy and sell stuff. And it looks like this is a repair station. You can repair and salvage items or re-roll the quality of items. This is for taming animals and maintaining your mounts. The Hunter's Lodge, you can craft leather, armors, and weapons, hunting bows, daggers, staffs. And this is the Mage's Tower, for all things mage related. And then, of course, the Warrior's Forge, for warriors to craft their weapons and armor. Yep, and then it brings me to the bank. So this is basically a community bank. It's just a chest out there. So we'll go back and we'll talk to Commander Bessett again. We'll complete that quest. So the next one would be the basics of combat. Combat is his specialty. He tends to let others do the fighting. Fastest and safest ways to get into expeditions. Find the expedition master and offer your aid. You can go on an expedition. Okay. Some of these other options up here that we can look at. Let's see. We have a party finder. You're equipped at the start of your party finder session will be shown in party applications until manually refreshed. Okay, it looks like you can search for open parties, dungeons. You can tailor it to what exactly you're looking to accomplish. You can set up a party and request that they have an item level, minimum item level of a certain amount to ensure that you're only getting players that are capable of doing the type of content that you want. You can set your group size, so that looks pretty standard. And then you have Arena, and this is where you do your 5v5 and other types of PvP matches. And it looks like they do have seasonal events that you can join into. So if PvP is your thing, you're probably going to want to check out the Arena and see what it has to offer you. Adventurous Challenges. Looks like you earn keys from PvE gathering, fishing, and farming, and you need premium status in order to earn the keys. And then you collect the daily required points to gain additional key challenge points and learning points. So there are different challenges that you can do every day, it looks like. And then you can unlock like the Adept's Tome of Insight. You can earn additional keys. There are monthly premium rewards that you can unlock. So it looks like they have quite a bit of stuff, but a lot of this would be more of a pay-to-win boost because you need to have that premium status. So this wouldn't be available to just casual players. Faction Warfare is currently locked, but Faction Warfare allows you to enlist with one of the royal factions, and then you can increase your faction rank and unlock rewards through Faction Warfare and efforts at various outposts and regions. Conqueror's Challenge, weekly rewards. Earn might to unlock a valuable reward. Okay. A challenge bar can only be filled with active premium status. So once again, it's more pay to win content. And finally, the activities. These are daily activities. Gathering bonus ore, plus 25% ore gathering yield, and plus 50% more ore treasure for the next 2 days and 14 hours. And daily production bonuses is plus 10% cape, plus 10% gathering gear. There are also personal challenges, Adventurous Challenge, Faction Warfare, and Conquerors that we covered. And this will show you how much you've earned of like keys and might and whatnot. So that's a good way to keep on top of everything that you're doing. Of course, you have your mailbox. You can always check in-game mail. Your inventory allows you to see what type of inventory you have. Oh, there's a guild creation and guild finder, and it's a season overview. So we'll look at guild creation first. You could create your own guild. If you have a group of friends or whatever and you want to play with them, you could create a guild, or you could just create a guild just to create one, I guess. Looks like they are pretty expensive to create. They start off at 950,000 to create a guild, so that's not something that a beginner would probably be able to do. But we will look at the guild finder, and it looks like they have a recommendation for beginners. Guild language you can change depending on what language you speak. Okay, this tab recommends different guilds that are suited to new players it tries to match. The language you've selected, guilds that would usually play around the current time, and guilds that have their home city close to where I play. Guilds that are beginner friendly. Click on a guild crest for more information. So it looks like here we got 3 pages worth of guilds to look at on our recommended guild finder. The Blue Heart, Takeout, the Riz Kingdom, A Noob for Iraq, Homeless Stories, My Back Donnie, Putties, I don't even know how to pronounce that, Izarard, and the Phoenix Rising. And you can see how many members are in each one, what their languages are that they're a part of, and other information here. Beginner friendly. Typical times that are good for the members. Well, some of them only have 2 members, some of them have 33. I thought I saw one with like over 100. So you have different guilds that you can check out, and you can click on their little thing here to get some more information about the guild. Like this particular guild here, Homeless Stories, has their own Discord. They have a Discord link in there. It's for PvP and PvE players who want to upgrade their experience of Albion. They offer daily content, ganking, static, small scale, I guess. And they have their tax information set to 0. This is really important, guys. When you're starting out, if you join a guild, make sure you know what their tax rate is. I've heard horror stories about people that joined a beginner's guild and the tax rate was 100%. And that means that every silver that you earn is going right into the guild coffer. You don't see a penny of it. And that's important because, you know, I get that the guilds are there to help you and all that, but you want to make sure that you're earning some money on your own too, because you're going to need it. So there's also some more information here, like the number of members, how many members were active in the last week, the home base, different activities. I'm assuming these are different activities that the guild has engaged in or does engage in typically. Seasonal rankings, estate information, I guess that's territories or headquarters owned by the guild. Total amount of fame that the guild has been earning, PvP fame, PvE fame, gather fame, etc. And you can choose to apply for any of these guilds or not. You can create your own. Some of them have Discord, some of them don't. So it's kind of really up to you what you want to do with that. And so we have that. We're going to look at the rankings page here. This looks like total fame rankings of all time, this week, last week. So you can see who's at the top of the leaderboards for fame. Go all the way down. Looks like you can scroll pretty far down, or pretty far up. So 16.6 billion fame this player has of all time. So they must be one of the top players in the game to have that much fame. Or they've just been playing a really long time. The amount of silver collected. So the rankings here have a lot of different things that you can look up, which is kind of neat. Looks like they have 10v10 rankings, 5v5 rankings, 2v2. Faction PvP knockouts, faction PvP kills. Just a lot of information. If you're kind of a competitive gamer and you really want to keep track of that information, it looks like there's a lot for you to look through. So we'll close that out and then we'll look at the social thing here. You can invite other players to be your friends in game. You can see their activity status, create parties. I don't know anyone that plays this game, so I don't have anyone on my friends list. But this is something that if you play with friends or you make friends in game, you guys can have a little social friends list to keep up with each other and group up and do things together. So, yeah, this is Albion Online, folks. I mean, a lot of what I was reading about some of the problems, it looks like that's more outside of like the tutorial and the beginning areas, where you'll start running into problems with having to pay protection fees in order to set up bases, and you know, getting farmed and exploited by PvPers that, you know, have claimed territory as their own, and they pretty much harass and rob anyone that they can. You're going to find that in every type of PvP game like this. It's really personal preference how much you're willing to tolerate and how much you want to put up with it. If you're not really much of a PvPer, this game's probably not going to be for you. It does have a lot of things going for it. It does have some problems. Like I said, with the visuals, it's very outdated. But it's easy to learn. It's fun. It's free. So if you don't want to spend any real world money, just know that you're not probably going to be a top tier player in this game. If you're willing to drop buckets of money, personally, I think you'd be better off to just set it on fire. But if this is something that would appeal to you, then you're probably going to enjoy it. I don't really think this would be the kind of game I would recommend. I see some glaring flaws with it, but again, it's free, and it's something that PvP is definitely not everyone's cup of tea. So hopefully that gives you guys some kind of insight on the game and what it's about. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend it, but if you like PvP, maybe you should give it a try. Make sure to tune in throughout the week, starting at 3 p.m. Eastern Time for more games, drops, watch parties. Fridays are viewer's choice. I play what you guys want me to play, so if there's something specific you want me to try out on Fridays, let me know throughout the week so that I can download and get everything set up for the stream on Friday. Saturdays and Sundays, of course, are the live game reviews, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So make sure to put that on your calendars. Depending on the games I choose, sometimes drops are enabled. So make sure to follow and subscribe with your free Amazon Twitch subscription, or you can pay $4.99 a month for a subscription and tune in. You get in-game rewards. There's a lot of benefits to being a subscriber as well. It's free to use some of our features like the blurbs. You get access to the Discord channel. You can play on a live stream with me when we go live on certain games like Conan Exiles, Valheim, 7 Days to Die, etc. So yeah, there's a lot going on there. Make sure that you follow to stay up to date, and tune in to get your in-game rewards. Tomorrow's live review is going to be the game Paladins by Hi-Res Studios. So tune in at 2 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow, and make sure to collect your in-game drops for watching that review as well. Have a great rest of your weekend, everybody, and thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review.